I'm doing a dual stream here. So Facebook from my phone, YouTube live from my laptop. So I will be most of the time looking at my YouTube. However, I'll do my best to go back and forth. I didn't take the time I was trying to set it up to where I had my phone right above the camera, but I don't have enough table space. So Facebook people, I'm just doing this, of course, for you guys because this is how it all started. I started doing my card readings on Facebook, and it grew into this. And I don't look at numbers. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, but anyway, so you may see me going back and forth, and I am hoping that the stand that's holding the phone does not fall. Because if it does, then sorry, Facebook people, you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel. All right. So welcome. It is a beautiful Saturday here in my neck of the woods. Most of you guys know that I live in Georgia in a suburb of Atlanta. So welcome. And this is the full moon lunar eclipse card reading. Now I go between card pull and card reading. I really am trying to get into using the word reading versus pulling. And the reason why is it's really on how we use our words. So I don't want to pull anybody. So if I go back and forth, please excuse me. I am retraining my brain, and we're all into that. So thanks for joining everyone that is here on Facebook Live. Again, I am doing Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And you guys really check out my YouTube video, or excuse me, my YouTube channel. It's MadelineOlson.com. And that's really where I do the majority of these card readings now. And they're all saved up on there. You can always go back and look at them. And I'm working on cultivating even more, especially since I am doing my Qigong training with Yo Chi Qigong. Check them out too on YouTube and on Facebook. That's YOQI, Yo Chi. And I'm getting my training from Marissa Crandall, an amazing Qigong instructor. And next year, I'm really hoping to blossom even more and having more classes available and free content on my YouTube channel. And eventually, I think I'll be making the True Groove Qigong YouTube channel. But for now, I'm just keeping it all under Madeline. I have different folders, and you can find the True Groove Qigong folder if you're interested in that. So welcome all my YouTube people. Welcome all my Facebook people. Thank you. Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. You are beautiful too. I'm just reflecting you guys. This lunar moon, full moon, lunar eclipse. Lots of things going on. However, I am going to read. I was doing my meditation earlier today. I went and got out in nature, my beloved Lake Ackworth, and really was like, whoa, okay, stuff started coming in. And a lot of you guys know, I utilize a lot of Kyle Gray's card decks, his oracle card decks, and he has some beautiful books. Now, I'm a big fan of Hay House, and I'm just plugging everyone today, but Louise Hay is one of my Ascended Masters who I utilize all the time. But Kyle Gray is part of the Hay House family, and he has a beautiful book called Angel Prayers. And I've had it, for a couple of years. He has a lot of wonderful books if you're just kind of getting into the spiritual part of the world or metaphysical part. He really breaks it down into layman's terms. So I'm going to read some today, and I meant to pull the card, but again, it's a busy day over here at my sacred space. Peas like watching. Hello, hello. So hello to all my purple friends. So we're going to give you a little insight. There is a beautiful archangel that governs the energy of the moon. And I wanted to read some information about the moon and the energy it holds, because some of my friends that, aren't really into all this stuff, but do love the moon. And we've all heard that adage that, oh, it's a full moon, be careful. There's no fear around the moon, people. That was another, in my opinion, patriarchal thing, a conditioning that we had to be afraid of a feminine, divine feminine energy. And that is what the moon does. The sun and the moon balance each other. We've got the divine masculine sun, and then we have the beautiful divine feminine moon. What's wrong with that? Nothing. So there is this beautiful archangel called Archangel. Her name is Archangel Haniel. And some people say, well, angels don't really have a male or female. Well, that's true. But Archangel Haniel has more of a definite divine feminine vibe. So I'm going to read some information about her and about the moon. And hopefully this will give you some more information and some things to think about when you're in a full moon situation, when you're looking at it. These small little things that we do and pay respect to this nature out here, it really makes a difference. I'm telling you. All right. Okay. So Haniel's energy helps us awaken our natural gifts and talents. Now remember, she is a representative of the moon. So this is basically what the energies of the moon carries. So again, let me start again there. Haniel's energy helps us awaken our natural gifts and talents. She allows us to connect to the true spirit of grace and to see clearly where our life is taking us. She has a strong connection to women and to sensitive people who are born with second sight. And second sight is really just our intuition, our clairvoyance, whatever that is for you. It could be a knowing, it could be you see things or hear things. People experience clairvoyance in different ways. Seeing visions, auras, which is basically the energy that surrounds us that isn't really visible to the naked eye, dreams, randomly seeing repeating numbers, hello, me, seeing feathers or other symbols such as horseshoes or magpies or butterflies or red cardinals. So many different ways nature tries to show us these signs. Okay, so Haniel's energy brings a lunar effect. When she works with us, she can bring a tide of change that affects our whole life. As the glory of God or creator, whatever you choose to call it, she enables us to see our divine gifts and qualities. She reminds us that these aren't always intense, that they can be so subtle that we miss them. But when we call on the angel, she will illuminate them so that we can shine as a glorious child of God. How beautiful is that? Now, again, remember, it's not going to be a grand thing sometimes with these signs. I am learning that so much. It is just a small, subtle thing, right? Yes, exactly, my sweet purple sister. Me too. And that is a sign. One of my friends just said, hey, I see repeated numbers just randomly. That's a sign. Your angels are encouraging you to keep moving forward, keep doing those things that bring you that positive encouragement. I see numbers all the time. And Kyle Gray has a book called Angel Numbers. It's really cool because you can look it up. Anyway, all right. So here is a message from the beautiful goddess / Archangel Haniel. It is your spiritual right to be strong and graceful. It is your spiritual right to see with great clarity. Within each soul who walks the earth, there lies the ability to connect with and exercise these great angelic qualities. If you work with me, Archangel Haniel, and my luminous light, I will support you in unleashing and expressing the divine from the inside out. Welcome me in. I am here to serve you. So remember, tonight, if you're able to have a clear sky and you're out there getting that beautiful moon energy, just say, hey, Archangel Haniel, shine your beautiful luminous light and energy on me and assist me in my growth. That's what we're doing. Okay? Now, here's some more information about the full moon. Most types of magic and manifestations are best focused on at a time of the full moon, as this phase represents the mother aspect and is when the moon's influence is the most powerful. You can really strengthen your connection to Haniel by meditating under the full moon or by visualizing full moon energy washing over your whole body. See that blushed white luminous energy radiating around you. As you do this, you are connecting to the divine within you, to the tides of positive change, and to the energy of grace. How beautiful is that? I'm going to read that little last part again because it really resonated when I was reading it earlier. As you connect with the full moon energy, you are connecting to the divine within you, to tides of positive change and the energy of grace. Haniel can help with focusing our gifts and talents, balancing for women our menstruation or moon time cycles, opening the third eye right here between the brow, and connecting with the moon, unleashing our inner goddess and performing divine magic. Now, here is a little tip for my gentlemen out there that may be watching or tuning in. You too have an inner goddess. We have both in all of us, masculine energies, feminine energies. And we as women may need a little more masculine to balance out what's going on. And you as men may need some more divine feminine energy to balance out that patriarchal push that has been conditioned in you for millennia, people. And we all know that. Now, I am here to tell you that I'm not, pushing a matriarchal type of society. We've already had that. We had a matriarchal society before the patriarchal one. Now is a time to evolve into a balanced society, a humanity of divine feminine and divine masculine and working together. I am a huge believer in that, and I see it more and more when I open my mind and my heart to that we are here to work together. Man, woman, whatever you resonate as, a they, themer, right? So that's the push too, no labeling. But with Haniel, we can bring in these beautiful energies. So here's a prayer. So if you like, let's put our feet on the ground here. However you like to be in a meditative or prayer state, we're going to say a prayer to Haniel to honor this beautiful moon archangel. Haniel, goddess of the moon and angel of grace, thank you for shining your radiant light upon my life. I allow myself to open and connect with your spirit and poise. I connect with my inner wisdom, my inner vision. I open my eyes and see clearly with love. My gifts and talents naturally progress in your light, and the natural polarities within me are balanced. I stand with poise and in glory. I now create the life I deserve in your light and that of the Creator. And so it is. Or you can say amen too, or aho. There's so many different ways to end a beautiful prayer. There's no right or wrong. So that really is a wonderful segue into this card pull. Now we are doing, I couldn't resist, everybody, the Keepers of the Light deck by Kyle Gray. And I am going to tell you, you are more than welcome go check out Hay House. They have a ton of oracle cards. If you're even a little bit interested, send me a message. I have some extra decks that I'm not utilizing and would love to donate them to someone who's interested in maybe getting into utilizing these cards. They're validation. They assist me in my growth. All right. There's nothing bad behind it. There's nothing evil. This is all for our highest good. So we're doing the Keepers of the Light. It's a 4-card reading. It's a 4-card spread. All right. So I have already, because I spent about an hour and a half this morning doing my meditation, and I have saged everything. I've done some Palo Santo after that. Then I did some beautiful sweet grass. I've been utilizing that a lot at the end of my meditations because we need more sweetness in this world, right? So, okay, here we go. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Archangel Haniel. Thank you, spirit guides, for bringing us together for this beautiful full moon lunar eclipse card reading. We are willing to listen and appreciate your guidance. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm pretty good too. 3. Oh, we're just going to take the top card. We're going to do that one today, folks. And then I'll flip that over just to see. Oh my gosh, I had to peek. You know, that's one of the things that I get to do. I get to peek at the cards. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, everybody. This is just the most fantastical. They always are. Every time I do these readings, I always say, this is so great. So the first card, everyone, and before I even get into that, I do want to mention one more thing. This is a wonderful time with this lunar eclipse because I didn't really kind of go into that as to what all these things are about. And I usually do post on my Facebook page the lunar eclipse reports that an astrologer that I follow, the New Paradigm Astrology, they do wonderful reports on the energies and they really get into serious detail. And I know some of it is astrology that maybe you don't quite understand, but I'm telling you, the more you read it, the more you'll start to understand how the planets do affect our energies. But I will put that up on my Facebook page because it is a really good one. But we are in a time of serious transformation. I'm not sure if some of you guys saw in my stories from yesterday, but I kept getting the transformation card. Different card decks have there's a couple that have transformation in there. So we are in a time of transformation, a huge one. You can see it out there in the world. So remember, when you're at this full moon, there have been some things for me that have been coming up for me to release that keep coming around, and I'm not letting it go. So this is the time, if there is something that's really kind of pulling on you and you're like, man, why does this argument or debate or whatever I'm feeling coming up? I thought I got rid of it. Well, you didn't. So this is a wonderful time to sit down and write on a piece of paper the things that you forgive and release about yourself and others. It could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be an old pattern behavior. Sit down and write out that you forgive, you release. I just did mine. And I release. I'll share one of mine with you. I release the pattern and the old behavior that I am not smart enough. I release that. It keeps coming back around that I'm not intelligent, and that is not true. But when I get down or sad or those old negative feelings come in, and then the cycle starts. So it's a continuing process, everyone. This is not something that you can check off your list and next. These are deep rooted things, and that's what this time is about. That's what this lunar eclipse and this eclipse season we are in right now is about. Really, finally letting go of that relationship, letting go of that person maybe you've been trying to work things on with, letting go of that old pattern, letting go of the old way you used to handle a situation in your job. Hello. So now we'll get into the card pull. Okay, thank you for letting me kind of go off today, but it is a powerful time. All right. The first card is the theme that needs to be illuminated to manifest my highest good. The theme that needs to be illuminated. And it is the divine director, intervention and purpose. For my Facebook people, intervention and purpose. And feel free to repeat this with me if you like. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So what is the theme that needs to be illuminated? That we continue to find our soul's happiness, our soul's purpose. To not let all of the things that are going on out there really affect our core. We can feel sad. We can feel the things that are going on out there. Absolutely. We can be emotional. We can send energy there, prayers there, whatever it is. But ultimately, the best thing that we can do for every situation is to put love in it and to really strive to be happy. Second card, what do I need to release to move forward? And it's draw cool. Draw cool. Oh, am I? Here it is. There he is. Draw cool. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. One step at a time. One thing to let go of at a time. We are here in the Northern Hemisphere in a time of autumn. And I really have continued to look at nature and try to mimic what nature is doing. So leaves are falling. We're letting go. So what do I need to release to move forward? Exactly. What part of our Dharma, what part of our karma do we need to burn away and let go of? What is that one thing that you really are having a hard time in letting go of? It's time to let that go. And let me tell you, folks, I'm talking to myself because last week I got some serious old stuff and I am really working on letting it go. And my close friends know exactly what it is. And thank you all for listening to me talk about it for 50 billion times. And yes, it does have to do with my day job, but it is my thing that I have to work through. Nobody else can do it. So we're releasing what really isn't helping us anymore. It's okay. And remember, grace and ease, and always come back to loving yourself. Third card. What lesson am I learning so I can move through it to manifest my highest good? And this is another beautiful goddess. This is Green Tara. Green Tara. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. So that is the lesson that we're learning. And all of this is tying together so beautifully. And Green Tara, feel free to actually look her up. There's a beautiful chant that there is for Green Tara that I was doing for a while. And that beautiful goddess will come in and protect you, help you let go of these things, and to trust that what we're letting go of will make room for so much more. Now, these are things I've said many times, and I'll be saying more, I'm sure, because these times are always changing and evolving. And it's not going to be like, all right, we're done with that. It's going to be rainbows and unicorns for the rest of my life. No, because that's not life. But we can remember to trust when we are put in these challenges, that if we have the intention coming from our true heart space, coming from our trueness, that we can move mountains and create miracles. We can do that. Last card is, what opportunities await me if I continue to work on myself? And it could not be any more beautiful. This is a goddess that I call on every morning. And most of you guys will know her. The goddess Kuan Yin. She is one of the most supreme goddesses of love and compassion. Her story is incredible. If you are interested in her, if she resonates with you, totally go and look up her story. It is an amazing one. The life that she led, and she became such a beautiful ascended master for us. So the goddess Kuan Yin is all about care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Now that is the opportunity that awaits us. If we can continue to stand still in the chaos, right? If we can stand still in the chaos and see what we can put out there versus judgment, anger, doubting ourselves, worrying, anxiety. What are the things we can put out there now? Love, compassion, acceptance, awareness, those are the things we can put out. Now, all the time, or most of the time, when I do a card pull, I'll get a jumper and I'll use that as the overall pull card reading. However, we didn't have one today, but I do flip the deck over. My beautiful friend who was just on here a little while ago, she learned me on that. You can look at the card at the bottom of the deck, and it is an overall feel for the card reading. And this could not be even more wonderful in bringing it all together. It is the Egyptian god Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. That is a wonderful wrap up for this full moon lunar eclipse. It's time for us to continue to choose happiness, seek happiness. Let that Dharma unfold and fall away the things that no longer serve us. Know and trust that we are protected. And when we do these things, and when we really genuinely let go of these things, we make room for the goddess Kuan Yin energy, love, compassion first and foremost for ourselves. Once you continue to love yourself, people, I am a testament to that. The more you love yourself wholly and completely, all the mistakes, all the things that people have told us, we are here to love ourselves fully and completely in this lifetime. And when we do that, everything starts to fall away. We make room for love and compassion in our hearts. We see people more. We're not just head in the phone, head down, or head up, looking at the people we're interacting with. Whatever that is. I say it in some of my videos. The next time you're at the store, look at that person that's taking your money, or look at that person. Smile at them. Ask how they're doing. Those little bitty things really make a difference. I know you've heard it 50 billion times, because I have too, but it really makes a difference. And this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. So, my beautiful Facebook friends, I so apologize, but I am done with the card pull. But my beautiful, beautiful British, lovely on over the pond, so good to have you on. Please rewatch it. You will love this card pull. And thank you to my others that joined on Facebook. Thank you to my beautiful YouTube friends that are watching. And please tune in to my YouTube channel. I don't do my Facebook Live card readings much anymore because I want to be on a platform where I have a little bit more freedom. And I just want to keep it to where I can record it and then I can post it on all my social medias. So that's why I'm not on Facebook a lot. But I thought it's a lunar eclipse, it's a full moon, it's a Saturday afternoon. Let's bring in some beautiful energy. And I'm so grateful that it worked out. So thank you so much for joining me there on Facebook. And I will see y'all soon. I'm going to sign off here on my YouTube. So thanks so much for joining and check out the replay. And thank y'all over here on YouTube. Because you know how I end here on this channel. I'm always sending you peace, love, and soul. Thank you for joining me today and enjoy this beautiful full moon lunar eclipse. Take care.